What's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. Wow. So, I've been holding this information in for a while, but obviously I had to make sure and confirm and reconfirm with certain sources and whatnot. But now, the time is nigh, no doubt. The time is right nigh. Yeah? Listen, as you might have seen by the title, John Theory is the scariest looking ass of them all. He stays scary. And what the information I'm about to give to you, man, will unveil a big, corrupt, slimy cabal protecting scary dudes, namely in the Scary Theory family, from being held to accountability. From being held accountable. What do we know? We know how many, 18 months ago now, John Fury came out and said, Oh, Mike Tyson, I want you all badly. I want you. Alex Lewis, I'm training with my son now. I'm training with Tyson. I want you badly. Any man born from his mother, 50 years old, I want them all. Yeah, that's what he said, 100% confirmed. He came out, any man born from his mother, 50-year-old or above. I want you bad and rock hard for you, is what John said. 2-2s, little old Micky Theo has never had a fight before. Yes, we know. John Fury may as well have never had a fight before because the way his career ended, he wishes he never had a boxing career. But nonetheless, facts are, everyone loves to suck boxers off. Oh, well, at least he's been in the ring. Well, you mean you've been chinned in the ring? I don't know about you, man, but I'd rather not have been in the ring than have been in the ring and done like John Fury was done. You got Me Too'd in there, yeah? I'll be a civilian. Listen, I'll take being a civilian 10 times out of 10 versus being Me Too like John Fury was by Mr. Black Skellington and Team Lighty. They did John wrong. Yeah? Even me. You know what I'm like. I love a good bit of banter here. But listen. Even I feel bad for John. How John was done. He was done wrong. Listen. John was done wrong. No man should be done how John was done. Yeah? In my opinion, if I was in charge of the world, the Black Skellington and Team Lighty would be up for war crimes in The Hague, in my opinion. Because they did him wrong. That was, you know what I'm saying? That was a crime against humanity. How their man did John Fury. Way too wrong. Yeah? No doubt. Now, listen. Back to the point. The point was, where I was going with this is, listen. Your man John Scary. He was a boxer. Micky Theo is minding his business. He ain't got no experience. He answered the call. As a real man would. Yeah, he stepped up, and trust me, I've got some more videos coming soon, but check this out. Back then, 18 months ago, when this all started off, you had all the boxing shields coming out. Seriously, I've just found a little nugget. I found a little nugget of a video. Dillian Whyte, 18 months ago, when this all kicked off, yeah, Dillian Whyte was shilling for the Furies, and it's all making sense now, It's all making sense. I've just put a video out. Honestly, the way things are working at the moment, I feel like I'm a boxing messiah right now. I just put a video out doing some detail on how Dillian Whyte is a shill for the WBC and Team Fury. And next thing I know, I'm seeing a video from 18 months ago of your man's Dillian blowing John Fury off about how hard he is. Wow, this is deep and dark, as I told you at the start of the video. Yeah, deep, dark and slimy is what's going on right now. But anyway, back to the story. Like I said, 18 months ago, your man's John Scary came out and was wagging his tail, fluffing it up like a right hard ass. Micky Theo, just another civilian, said, you know what, I'll have a piece of that. I like the way John Fury looks. He's kind of cute. Yeah? I'll have a piece. Anyway, 2-2s. The next 6 months, they went back and forth. They made Micky Theo being a confirmed businessman, not a criminal. Yeah? not a jailbird, a productive businessman, Micky Theo put things in place. Which, if you know the Furies, you'll know that often the Furies don't do anything. Yeah, that's what they don't do. When Fury fought Klitschko, it was all the Klitschko team that did all the work. When Wilder fought Fury, guess what? It was in the US. Wilder's team did all the work. Bob Arum just stay hanging around, getting in the way, pulling that fight. Yeah? When the AJ fight came along, Team AJ did all the work. Team Fury don't do no work. Once again, John Fury, Micky Theo, John Fury sat back, didn't do anything. Mickey got the promoters in as such, got the venue and whatnot. Went out of his way, spent time out of his day organising, setting it up so that they could put this event on. For charity or not. Yeah? That was 6 months into it. Now, for whatever reason, or throughout that 6-month period, there was many videos put out going back and forth. IFL TV had Micky Theo on 4 or 5 times. You got to remember, this was back in the times of C19 when there wasn't much boxing going on. So this was the key, really. In the C19 times, this was the biggest thing going on, truth be known. This is why it was so captivating. This is why it's such a big event. Because there was nothing, no one else was fighting. AJ didn't fight until the December. We're talking about back in the April and March times. That's when this Micky Theo and John Fury beef was going on. And AJ was the most active of them all. So this was really the only thing in boxing that was worth talking about. Micky Theo was on IFL TV every week, every other week. And so was John. Both on there, gassing it up. Yeah, Micky Theo was on Boxing Social. Micky Theo was on Behind the Gloves. Now, what do we know? Just quickly, let me digress. Let me give you some more. Let me fan out some more of this slimy cabal I'm describing. What do we know? When Canelo Alvarez rode the old nag, Billy Ho Saunders, Mark Tibbs put an interview out. What happened to that interview? It got wiped. All of the channels wiped it. Boxing Social, Michelle the Fire Phelps, IFL, ShillFL TV. Yeah? Got wiped. No doubt. 100%. So just bear that in mind. That was the first little sniffle of a slimy cabal. And what do all of them three have in common? Yeah? Who finances all of them channels? Because if you man know YouTube yet, you'll know that it's more or less impossible to really be doing what they be doing, flying around here, there and everywhere on a YouTube salary. Don't make no sense. If you know YouTube, like I know YouTube, it ain't one of them ones. The numbers don't add up. You can't make $1 million channel from YouTube monies. We know Coogan was bankrolled by Eddie Hearn, but after Eddie Hearn came who? Who be at the front of all of their videos? At the front of all of their videos. Yeah? Branded on all of their stuff, like the mark. Yeah? It's a shame, but in boxing, we've got to the point now where we have to ask people, have you taken the mark yet? Yeah? Have you taken the mark of the beast? That's what it's like in boxing these days. Who's taking the mark? We know Tyrone Booth taking the mark. Yeah? Tyrone Booth got it on his, where would you put it? Well, no, listen. Tyrone has got it just above his butt crack. Because El Trapahan likes to look at it when he be hitting him from the back. That's what I've heard anyway. Yeah? And that's why Tyrone don't want to box the YB, because what do we know? He knows that he's going to have to put shorts on, and he knows that everyone's going to see his tramp stamp that El Trapahan made him get tatted on there. So, anyway, let's get back to this. What was he saying? When Alvarez rode the old nag, Billy Ho Saunders, Mark Tibbs' interview disappeared. And it didn't disappear one by one. They was all gone perfectly at the same time. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, two-twos. Back to this Micky Theo story now. So Micky Theo, in 2020, for 6 months, going back and forth with John Scary on all the channels. All channels are riding that beef. And fair play to them, that's not the issue here. Anyway, 2-2s. A year later now, you go back onto their channels. John Fury stay talking. Don't forget that. John Fury stays talking. He stay interviewing. If you really think about the content of the interviews, though, no one don't mention Micky Theo. He is Voldemort. They seldomly mention Micky Theo. 100%. But even now, you check that. Go on the website now. Go on to the IFL TV or Michelle, and I'm going to show you, man, some pictures. Show me where all the interviews went. Yeah, where they gone? Shilligan, Shilius. Yeah? Coogan Shilius. Where have Micky Theo's interviews gone? Where have they? I don't get it. You love views. And what we know is, when you delete videos, they don't get views. So where they gone? Goofy. Michelle. Yes, you're fire, but what? You don't get a pass. You ain't that, well, you are that fire, but for argument's sake, for this video's purpose sake, you ain't that fire. How about that? Where the videos gone? Michelle, the fire, Phelps, where they at? Boxing Social, Tebba, is it? I don't know your name, but whoever it is, where they at? Because you, man, when it's convenient, when there was nothing else going on, and you thought, you know what, let's chill this, you was there for it. But then, when you got touched, your man's reached out and touched you, told you, listen, pull him down, because John Fury down bad. John Fury don't want nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with Micky Theo. And if you know the history of boxing, you'll know, yeah, back in 2012 or 2013, Tyson Fury had a tough time with the media. He made some certain comments. Yeah? He made some certain comments. And all of his stuff was being pulled down and whatnot. And he was angry about it. But now, isn't it amazing how things change? You best believe your man's Fury is signed up. Yeah, he took the mark, 100%. Both Furies did. John, big scary John, and his son, they've all taken the mark, 100%. No doubt. And now, they be doing the same things. They look, you know what I'm saying? They be doing the same stuff, because what we know is, the Micky Theo things have gone. Now, some people will say, Fury shills will say, oh, but you know, it's not a big deal, and I don't see no other videos going. And what is that about anyway? What is this? What is this? Why can you not take the pressure? And I wouldn't mind so much, yeah? Yes, we know John Fury has had to leave town and he's hiding out and he's super scary and whatever else. But for me, it's like, occasionally he still pops up and tries to act like a hard ass. I've got another video coming soon. In one of his recent posts, John Fury's ranting and raving about how hard he is, how hardcore he is, and how other people aren't real. Micky Theo isn't real, and I'm a hard ass. And it's just frustrating because all of the evidence has gone. All of the videos of Micky Theo calling a spade and sticking it on John Scary, nowhere to be found. So all you get now, because of the size and the stretch of these channels, all you get now is the John Scary opinion. Oh, I'm a real man. And look at the comments. You're all a bunch of fruities in there. Oh, John's such a real man. And, oh, I wish more men were like John. What, you mean? You wish more men would be called out? Have it all set up for them? John didn't have to do anything. All he had to do was turn up and be paid. And do what he allegedly loves to do, which is fight. He made every excuse under the sun and stays making excuses. Wow. And you man talk about more men need to be like John Scary. Wow. He's a goofy. Yeah? He's a talker. He's a wannabe, truth be known. People from that community look at John like a wannabe. Because I've got respect for people. I've got respect for bare knuckle champions. The real ones. The ones that actually pull up. And we've all watched it. We've all watched videos of real bare knuckle dudes turn up and crack on. I don't see no whining. I don't see no moaning. I see men cracking on. How can you not respect that? What I'm not going to do, which is where some of you man get confused. Oh, YB don't like this, YB don't. No, I've got respect for real people. What I haven't got respect for is for people who just stay talking. Some of you low IQ dons, some of you sheeple dons, will just shill for someone having seen no evidence. Oh, but YB, John's a real man, and when have you seen him be a real man? Just show me one piece of evidence of John Fury throwing down like that. Oops, there ain't none. So don't give me that, oh, John's a fake, a wannabe. He wants to be what them real men are. He talks about what them real men are. He ain't never been one. Because if he was, he'd have squashed Micky Theo already. And for me, what makes it worse is, this isn't a case of a man minding his business. John Fury for 10 years, has spouted on about how hard he is, about how he'll squash everyone. Micky Theo's smaller, older. What's the problem? It's a sanctioned bout, so it's not going to be no on the street thing. And still, John don't want it, because he knows he's got no chin. He's got a wafer chin. And he knows, even if Micky Theo's falling backwards, if anything tickles his chin, he's going spark out. That's why he don't want it. That's why he left town and disappeared. But anyway, at the end of the day, listen, John, the Mtk Cabal, you goofies who stay deleting videos, censoring videos on John Scary's behalf, on John Scary's orders, you are shockers. And the YB has his eyes on you, no doubt. And you man be looking pretty and smelling sweet. Yeah? No doubt.